Hey, this is JP with Central Idaho Mountain Weather. It is June 7th, 2024. I set up a coffee account. It kind of works like Patreon. So if you're liking which the forecast, you can contribute. The idea is that you give you can give any amount, but it's like a cup of coffee that you're donating. I'm going to work on some subscriptions too for different membership tiers and maybe offer some different products. So I'm throwing it out there because at this point it's been 100% volunteer and looking to get past that little hurdle. All right, so looking at today, it's going to be another mostly sunny day with isolated thunder showers in the PM. Those are looking like they could be a little bit more severe yesterday. We just had rain yesterday afternoon, not much thunder activity, but the Cape levels are looking higher, so that's going to mean the atmosphere is kind of primed. The highs are going to be in the mid 80s. We hit 85 here yesterday at China Gardens. We still have that upper level ridge overhead for the next couple of days, bringing in west to northwest winds, kind of like switching between those two directions throughout the day. And then Saturday is looking about the same, mostly sunny skies, highs in the mid 80s, and a little more gusty in the morning, and then calming down to just breezy. There is a chance of some afternoon showers tomorrow, but pretty low likelihood, even lower than today. Sunday, it's going to get cloudier and better chance for some rain, especially in the mountains as a cold front approaches in the afternoon. It's going to be mostly raining in the evening with thunder showers, but I think that'll build depending on how quick that cold front comes through. All right, looking around at the precip that we picked up yesterday, we had about a trace of rain yesterday in Haley. We had 3/100ths of an inch in Ketchum and about 2/10ths of an inch in Galena Pass. So not a soaker by any means, but definitely dampened the surfaces out there. And checking in on the river, there hasn't been too much activity this year. We're like haven't even gotten to action stage when that's like areas like Delavue start getting some flooding just with the water table getting high. So like not flooding from the rivers overspilling the banks, but just from that water table being pretty saturated there. And so it looks like it's going to be pretty calm over the next week, even with these high temperatures. And talking about temperatures, we're starting out a couple degrees warmer than yesterday, in the mid 50s, high 40s in Ketchum, and the upper 30s in Stanley, kind of chilly over there. Mountaintops are pretty high in the mid 40s. All right, looking at the satellite reel this morning, we got this big area of low pressure out to the west in the Pacific. There's another circulation up here, but that's going to be kind of staying out of our view. The cold front that we're going to be getting on Sunday is kind of this thing here. So that's going to slowly migrate over this way and bring us our weather for Sunday. So we just have kind of like this leftover residual moisture from last night when those showers came through and thunder showers for south of here. And so it's going to be about the same setup for today. We're going to have some moisture coming in from the south that's going to allow it to kick off some afternoon thunder showers because we need that moisture for it to happen. Looking at the HER forecast, not really much till the late afternoon. You can see just some pop-up thunder showers happening, mostly in the mountains to the east in the Pioneers, and that's going to be happening around 2 p.m. or so. So if you're out in the Pioneers and Boulders, keep an eye out on the sky. Look for those cumulus thunderheads starting to build and get down off higher elevation. And you can see this nice little nasty little cell here. It's probably going to be closer to Cary. Doesn't look like we're going to have anything in the Wood River Valley drainage proper, and certainly nothing in the Sawtooth. It's going to be mostly isolated to the south again today. And then really not much for the afternoon on Saturday. You can see there is moisture around us, so I wouldn't be surprised if we have a couple of pop-up showers, but not looking as exciting as today. Not that today is really exciting, but the one thing that is kind of exciting is see these Cape values approaching 1,000 joules per kilogram. I think I said that right. It's not too often we talk about Cape here, but this is looking at how unstable the atmosphere is. So the more colorful these numbers are, the more potential for severe weather. So that's kind of exciting to see. All right, looking at rain amounts. Not looking at too much. This is the first thing that we'll see is going to be Sunday during the day. You can see barely picking up 1/10 of an inch in most places, so that's not going to be really too much to worry about. Picks up a little bit more in the evening hours in the mountains mostly, where you could get 1/4 inch of rain, and still it's nothing like what the Sawtooth saw earlier in the week. All right, and temps are just gonna continue to be in the mid 80s and then start to dip down a little bit to the low 80s, so not cooling off by any means, but kind of approaching more of the normal. And after this system comes through on Monday, it chills out quite a bit. We kind of go into the similar flow that we saw last week. Take a look at the big picture here with the GFS. So we have ridging in place. That upside down U illustrates that. And then on Sunday, you can see this little dip, this U, that's a trough. So that's going to bring in that cold front. And you see there's not too much color on the map, so it's not going to be really too significant. And that's why it wasn't showing too much rainfall either. So not too significant of what's going to be coming through. And then come after Monday, we get that upside down U back in play. That's a ridge, bringing us that nice weather that we've been seeing over the last couple days. And it's on until Wednesday where we kind of get some strong zonal flow coming off of this low pressure in the Gulf of Alaska. That could change things up a little bit, but we'll have to just kind of keep an eye on that as it's kind of getting into the future cast there. This is kind of back this up a little bit, illustrate how much moisture we're going to get. So it's not till Sunday evening where it even shows up with anything. So I think that that precip that I gave you, that forecast from Pocatello, is it happens in 12-hour increments. It's probably not going to be happening until 4 or 5 in the Sawtooth when it starts raining, and you can see it's barely a couple hundredths of an inch, and it's not until Sunday night where we start picking up 2/10 to 1/4 of an inch, mostly across the hill, the crest of the Sawtooth. So that's kind of the update with that. Yeah, tune in for Monday. Hope you have a good weekend, and I probably won't do any weather updates unless I feel like there's something that shows up.